Hola!
Hey everyone!
Why did we leave the United States of America?
Beats me!
Are we crazy?
Oh,
Have we lost our minds?
yikes! Actually, we're not crazy and we actually have our minds in the right place. So we think, hey!
Hey!
So, stay tuned. Welcome to our channel, Retirees Abroad. I'm Joanne.
And I'm Ken.
And today we would love to discuss with you why we left the USA.
Yes, we chose to leave the USA and travel the world, but due to the pandemic, we ended up in Mexico.
Yes.
And we fell in love with Mexico.
Yes, we did.
So there's many reasons why we left. A lot of our friends asked us, so we decided let's put it in a video and let everyone know why we chose to leave the USA for Mexico.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and share some of those points, I guess, some of those points of why we decided to leave the United States of America and to come to Mexico.
So one of the top ones was isolation, hard to make friends.
Yeah.
I lived with Joanne and we lived in a beautiful community in San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah.
And we were there for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it was very difficult making friends. We only had a couple of good friends in the entire neighborhood.
Yeah.
Everyone was just so busy. As you just drive up to the home, they hit the button and they walk right in the house, or they go into the garage, close the door, and you never even say hello to each other.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, one evening we did notice that we had some new neighbors next door moving in. So I decided to go next door, knocked on the door, and with a plate of brownies. And the brownies, of course, were very well received and they were friendly, but we were hoping to make friends. We were looking to have friendships, develop friendships there in the U.S. and where we lived. And it just didn't happen. And just like Ken said, we did have, maybe a couple of good friends. And but other than that, we didn't have many friends at all other than our family members, and most of them are besides being my family members, they're my friends too, and I truly love them. But here again, we wanted to come to Mexico, and we did so. And speaking of isolation, when we arrived in Mexico, everyone was just so wonderful and so welcoming, and everybody here is just so friendly, isn't that, Ken?
It is. That's one of the reasons why we really love Mexico. They make you feel welcome. Everyone does.
Yeah.
Another one of the topics that we discovered after being here is you don't need a car.
Yeah,
that saves so much money, it's not even funny. With Uber, Didi, InDriver, all those, take your credit card, off you go, it's paid for, and it only takes a few minutes of waiting for them to arrive, and then off we go to our destination.
Yeah, it's great, it's great.
And it's a wonderful convenience, and that saves literally $5,000 plus a year probably between car payments and gas and everything
maintenance,
else. Oh, it's just unreal what you say.
It's great, it's great. It's wonderful just to click on that cell phone, get your Uber, Didi, InDriver, and away we go. It's really nice.
It's a private limo driver.
Yeah.
It's something you dream that only the wealthy could have.
Yes.
In Mexico, anyone can enjoy.
Yeah, it's wonderful to be chauffeured around. I know one of my sisters in the United States asked me if I actually miss driving. And it's funny because I told her, I never really think about it. I mean, I love driving, of course I do. However, I told her it's really, really nice being chauffeured around by our Uber or other mode of transportation. But yeah, it's great. We're saving loads of money by not having a vehicle, yet enjoying, several modes of transportation.
And, definitely the biggest reason we enjoy being in Mexico and outside the United States is saving on taxes.
Oh, yes.
The biggest one is state taxes. But fortunately in Texas, we didn't have that. But I know a lot of other family members of ours that live in other states, they're paying thousands of dollars a year just to live in the state. Another good one to save money is the property taxes. Now that's big in Texas. I was paying over $500, almost $600 a month. I can't imagine what it is now. The property values have gone up so much in the last 2 years that I'm sure I would have been paying over $700 a month just in property tax.
And most importantly, the savings that you get here.
What you don't pay here is the biggest excitement. Yes.
Very, very nice. Yes, absolutely.
Utilities is another one that goes right along with that.
Yep.
You figure at least a third less here for all utilities.
Yep. Yep.
And one of the biggest one is cellular. We're only paying like $10 a month for unlimited everything.
Right.
For each phone, and in the US we were paying $60 to $80 per phone.
Per phone, yeah.
So again, I mean the savings just keep adding up.
Yeah, it's incredible. It really is.
Another one that everyone always asks us is safety.
Oh,
and
yes,
again,
yes.
It depends on where you live, where you're at.
Right.
You got to use common sense. Don't be out walking around at 3 a.m. in the morning from a bar after 10 drinks.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's just the area. There was places in San Antonio that I would never go to or think of going to.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing anywhere else in the world. Right. So just use some common sense.
Right.
And overall, it's just as safe here as it is anywhere else in the world.
Anywhere else, yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, this particular city, right now we're visiting and we're in Querétaro, Mexico. It's beautiful. And actually this happens to be one of the most safest cities, if not the most safest cities in all of Mexico. And it's beautiful, really, really beautiful.
Another quick one is, everyone asks, did you leave because of politics? No, that's not a reason to leave.
No.
You got politics everywhere you go.
Right.
For me, I have not learned Spanish yet, so TV and the news, I don't even understand what's being said. And so to me, that's a positive. I just see the positive things and just enjoy life and enjoy traveling, and I don't even think about it anymore here. It's not even really a topic. So that makes it just nice. You don't hear anything negative. So that's one thing I really enjoy here.
Yeah, it's really nice. We don't have to deal with the negativity. The negativity.
You can't even bring it up in the USA without getting into a fight almost or losing friends.
Yeah.
Here, no one even thinks about it. It's just something else to talk about.
Right.
Which is really nice.
It's very nice, and we feel very tranquil and very peaceful, and we're just enjoying, life here. It's beautiful and it's amazing, and it's so nice to not have to worry about, like the politics or what's going on and all of the bad things in the news, And of course, here in Mexico, if we tune in to the news here, of course, just like anywhere, you're going to see, some good things and some bad things and some middle of the road things. But, for the most part, we just don't do it. We just enjoy our time here, the restaurants, the cafes, the beautiful, abundant parks that they have here. So many, and the parks are just beautiful. They're huge, and a lot of them will have these awesome walking trails and bike trails, and we love seeing everybody in the evening walking their beautiful little big dogs, little dogs. So it's just very, very pleasant. I mean, we just love being here in Mexico. It's very, very nice.
The parks are very family oriented.
Yeah.
In the US, you never see children outside at all.
Yeah.
Unless they're at the mall or shopping. But here, the kids are out playing in the parks. You see entire families, and especially on the weekends.
On the weekends,
and again, you can approach anyone and they'll start talking to you.
Yeah.
And so that's very nice. It's much easier to make the friends here.
Right.
Easier for budgeting, staying within a budget.
Yes.
And one of the things that I am is a foodie, and again, we just love the restaurants and the businesses here because so many of them are family owned.
Yes.
They're not big corporations that have taken over everything. So everywhere you go, it's unique. It's set up differently. You can talk to the owners and their children at the restaurants. So that's been another wonderful blessing for us, is just enjoying the restaurants, especially coffee. Love my coffee.
Yes.
Our lattes are just amazing here in Mexico.
Wonderful.
And they're only a couple of dollars each compared, dollars. Very cheap here.
Yeah, no, they're great. I think we pay, like, for our cappuccinos and our lattes, I would say we pay anywhere from, $2.50 maybe to $3 for some of the more artisanal coffees, where you have the baristeria, the barista, making these beautiful, wonderful little designs on our, lattes and cappuccinos. They're very, very nice. And like Ken was saying, the owners, will come. They'll just come talk to you, and they're very inquisitive, and they're very curious about where we're from and why we're here, and we're just so happy to give them information of why we decided to come to Mexico. And but they're lovely people. They're warm, they're friendly, and they're very, very welcoming, and we feel very, when every time we come to a restaurant or a coffee bar, we just feel like we're at home. We feel like we're one with the country, and it's very, very nice.
Yes, and another huge cost saving, which is just huge, is healthcare. Everything related to healthcare is just a different world here. Just the monthly cost, before I was paying $600-800 a month just in the premium, and then paying $10,000 in deductibles. Joanne has gotten onto Medicare, and in the US, again, it starts off looking inexpensive. By the time you add all the supplementals to it, again, you're $400 to $600 a month. So we would be spending thousands a month just for that. Here, we were able to get programs that are good for throughout Central and South America, all inclusive. Again, it's a good deductible. However, what we're paying per month is only like $260 a month for both of us.
Yeah, that's great.
So the savings are just unreal. I spent probably a year and a half, 2 years researching places to live all around the world.
Certainly did.
And we found different places that we were thinking about, but in the end, Mexico was the easiest place for us to choose to live. And we'll go into more detail about that and how we do it and the processes. And again, retirement. What does it mean? Today, to me, it means something completely different. It's no longer I'm 65 on Social Security and I have nothing more to do. Today, it's all about freedom. There's so many more choices with the internet, the way we can travel. It's just unreal, the amount of options that are out there, and the ways we can make money and do things so differently. That's so many opportunities for us. So look into those opportunities, see what works for you. Think outside the USA. For the longest time, I was just focusing on where to be in the US. But that's limited for me. I decided, why am I doing that? Let's look at the world. There's just so much fun. And
it's great.
Just live our lives to the fullest by just getting out there and exploring new things, meeting new cultures. And that brings, Joanne and I together in so many ways that would not happen in the US. Especially means I can't speak the language. Joanne speaks multiple languages. Very fortunate. So again, it just really so many wonderful opportunities for us. And we're so blessed to have met Joanne and to fall in love with her. She's just been such a wonderful part of my life, and just so thankful to have her in my life. I love her so much. And again, together we're falling in love with Mexico in so many different ways.
It's like we're recreating our lives. Before we just thought we were in the United States, and don't get us wrong, we've had beautiful, wonderful lives, and our families are there, and we do go back home to the U.S. to visit our families and our children and grandchildren as when we can. but we are happy to be here in Mexico. We've created a beautiful and wonderful life here. And, besides loving Ken, my husband, and, traveling with him, and, we're excited to, get to experience so much of the culture, the history, and the people here in Mexico. And we're just falling in love all over again, not just with each other, but with the country as well.
And we look forward to producing more videos and sharing our lives with you, and hoping we can open up your thoughts and ideas and creativity and give you more to dream and think about outside the U.S. and coming here or other countries.
Or other countries.
We're hoping to start traveling again around the world, and we'll share that with you as well.
Absolutely.
And we'll share with you our home buying experiences as well here in Mexico. Full of challenges, just like in the USA. Very frustrating at times, but we're getting through it, and we'll share that with you as well. And we're definitely looking forward to talking to you again soon and meeting many new friends online with our Retirees Abroad channel.
Absolutely.
And with that,
we do want to say thank you again so much for tuning in to our channel, Retirees Abroad. And here again, we will be bringing you many more topics and showing you how you can also come and live in beautiful Mexico and save a lot of money so that you can have extra money to do all the other wonderful things that you would like to do. Thank you again. So please hit that like button and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
ciao.
Ciao.